Chairman, Mr. O'Malley, is it possible to reduce federal discretionary spending by $2 trillion over 10 years?
Without hurting people? I think it's
It's a yes or no question. Can you do it? Can you do it?
You can, but you'd hurt a lot of people.
So previously you said no, you can't do it. That was a question, answer to a question over there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to clarify over 10 years.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, and thanks for answering that question.
So it would hurt a lot
my
of
next
people.
question for you is, can you tell me what the 2024 limitation on administrative expenses amount is that you're operating under? Which not you now, but
Right.
but the
agency.
SSA is operating under now because of the CR, et cetera.
Yeah, it was in the neighborhood of $14 billion.
14.226 billion. Sound
Yes,
right?
sir. Sounds right.
Yeah, and that is up over fiscal year 2023, but flat because of the CRs for 2024. Is that right?
It's mostly been flat for 10 years.
Well, actually, that's not so. It's gone up in some years as high as.
Well, that's true. There was 1 year before I got there where you all did allow them to hire some more people.
If you look through it, that number has gone up every year. In fact, if you look at the
but not as much as their expenses.
if you look at the administrative
other words-
expenses as a percentage of total cost, and please don't interrupt me.
Yes, sir.
If you look at that, you will see that even though percentage-wise it's gone down in the
below
last
1%.
in the last few years, and
Yes,
again, I just don't understand why you have to interrupt. You don't have to interrupt. I'm asking the question, and making a statement, then asking a question, and then I'll let you talk. Then, okay?
That'd be great.
Yeah. So in 2023, it was overall for old age and disability. That was about 1.8%, but nominally it went up. It went up by $500 billion, right?
Not 500.
Excuse me, not billion, but 500 million. I'm sorry, 500
But their
million.
expenses went up by 600 million.
So from 2022 to 2023, that number went from 6.746 billion to 7.206 billion, right?
I don't have the historical data in front of me. You
Okay,
do.
all right, that's fine.
What I can tell you though.
So the next question is this: what's when we look at the percentage of hours spent by your employees remotely, that's below. Do you know what the number is?
No, I know that we only have 1% that work remotely.
But
I'm
in-
no longer at the
if you
agency. I
if
don't
you
have
look
the
at all
exact-
if you look at all of those people who are working remotely, it's fewer than half are working their hours. Fewer than half of the hours are being worked in person.
No, we only have 1%.
That is according to the OMB.
We only
And I'll submit that for the record, Mr. Chairman.
we only have 1% of
So-
our workforce working remotely.
You want to distinguish between hybrid and working remotely, and we're talking about the number of hours. The number of hours, less than half. I'll submit that to the record. That's from OMB.
All of our employees
And
work
so
5 days
once
a week.
again, you don't have a question in front of you. I don't know why you feel you got to do that, except for you're slick and you want to try to control things. But the bottom line is this. I want to talk about cases in my district. We had a constituent reach out to my casework team. I have an excellent casework team. They submitted an inquiry on September 25, 2023. You weren't there yet, I guess. A response to the request came in on October 4th, stating a tech would review the request and respond within the next week. But there was no response. My team requested a follow-up on November 13th, about 6 weeks after we were told we'd get a response within a week. Again, nothing. Again, on January 8th, nothing. February 26th, nothing. March 26th, 2024, all with no response. And one more time on April 15th, 2024, before finally receiving a response on April 22nd, 2024. This is typical. I know that the reason we get them is because they're having a problem, and we see all the problems, but that's typical. And so I know what your argument is. Your argument is that you're trying to do more with less. But I'm suggesting to you, I live in Maricopa County and Pinal County, Arizona. So I was trying to see on your little map where you're telling us how great things have gotten, and I was looking, and I don't have your before and after picture, but what I got is a picture that we're still way longer than we should be.
We can put that.
So now I want you to deal with that. Shoot, I'm out of time, but
I thought I was going to get to answer a question.
now you did answer some questions. Plus, you got to interrupt a few times as well. So I'll yield back to Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields back, and without objection, we're going to enter into the record the data that you requested.